You know, people that do EDC are kind of like a newborn baby. You don't really have total control of your senses, of your body. You do dumb stuff. Every now and again, you learn a new trick and you want to do it over and over again. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna help 10 of you freaking peasants right now find the best thing for you. You can call me the peasant in chief. I get plenty of questions and comments on these YouTube videos, and I can't address all of them, but we can definitely highlight a few and address them now and help some of you folks find some of the best gear for you, because I'm a peasant right there along with you. First question, how the hell are you not allowed to have a knife at school? Says the farmer rancher. Well, everyone doesn't live in freaking fantastic places like Texas. Some places live in, you know, very, very restrictive places. California, Peru, Easter Island. Just everywhere you're not allowed to just be walking around with a freaking Rambo knife, always ready to rock and roll. If you don't like it, then move. There's no other solution. Run for the city council. I don't know. But just complaining about it on my YouTube video is not going to really move the needle. Or will it? Maybe you should comment more. I don't know. I do think that people should have the ability to protect themselves in all sorts of different situations. Maybe you can't always have a boomstick, but a knife at a minimum. Some places you're just not allowed to do it, and you kind of got to get over it. If you're not a big fan of it, you can petition and try to get those things changed. You yourself could try to run for office, or, you know, worst case scenario, you could just freaking move. All right, next. Dan Taylor says you shouldn't be encouraging people to carry knives. You shouldn't be commenting on a EDC video about knives. Like, is that just your mission in life, just to go around and comment on freaking YouTube videos that people are giving their opinions about stuff? Dude, it's just YouTube University. It's not that big of a deal. I shouldn't be encouraging people to carry knives. It's kind of like the last guy that says you should. Who the heck can't carry knives in schools? It's like total opposite ends of the totem pole. Some people want the ability to protect themselves, save themselves, etc., etc. So if I don't encourage people to carry knives, should I encourage them to take up Brazilian jiu-jitsu? Because you just can't be defenseless in society. I would argue that someone that's well trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu is probably more dangerous than someone untrained carrying a knife. Someone's going to put you to sleep faster than the other. It's probably the guy that's a black belt and that weird shit that they learned in South America. Next one. I got my CF Elite for about $140 a couple years ago. That was the absolute upper limit for what I wanted to spend on a knife. No way I spent $180 or $200 for one. I'm assuming you're talking about the carbon fiber edition of the Benchmade Bugout or the regular Bugout. I don't know. Yeah, $180 for the regular crusty ass Bugout that everybody and their mom has been rocking since 2017 is a hard pass. Now, some of the more elite ones, the carbon fiber, aluminum. Yes, aluminum, I know it gets on your nerves, but whatever. They might be worth that. They're using different blade steel tech, same techniques for the grind and the pivot mechanism, the lock. Everything's still the same, just more premium features. Maybe you feel comfortable spending $180 on a carbon fiber variant or something to the similar, but I just can't recommend $180 for a Bugout. Now, I had a lot of defenders on this video who are, I guess, bigger Benchmade sheep than I mean, they seem to shoot ropes for the Benchmade Bugout, who are like, well,
you know, you could find it for a lower price if you just go blah, 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 blah.
I hear you. But for those that are uninitiated and they just simply know that their freaking grandson just graduated high school, he's been wanting a Bugout since he was a freshman, they're just going to go to a local dealer or they're going to go to benchmade.com and they're going to buy it. And they're going to spend too much fucking money. Yes, that happens all the time. All of us are not EDC sheep and don't know when we're being drug over the coals. Next, how are you liking the Sack Sling bag I'm considering getting this. It has been about 5 months since I gave you my initial impressions of the Sack Sling bag. It's right, matter of fact, here it is. Here's my nutsack. It's right there in your face. I use it all the time. It's starting to get some nice wear on it, just like wax canvas tends to do. And I think I need to give a full review of this thing. It has now been 6 months, nearly 6 months since I owned it. And this thing is, I have thoughts. I have some thoughts. Just taking a quick look at it for you. If you're thinking about getting it and it seems to bring you joy and you've watched plenty of videos on YouTube University, you need not wait for my full review on it. Just go pick it up. You can use the link in the description and buy it and I'll make money. So I would like if you did that. That will be well appreciated. Matter of fact, don't even wait for my review. Just use the link down below. All right, next we got Christopher Skip. I care about your EDC. What's in your pocket?
He needs some milk.
You obviously don't watch my live streams. I hate being pocket checked. I can't stand it. You know, recently the Wall Street Journal did an article that talked about the EDC community where what you carry in your pocket, seemingly from the title of the article, what you carry in your pocket judges the type of person that you may be or the type of things that you may carry. They feature Taylor Martin from the Best Damn EDC. That can go in any industry. Car people may not like for you to freaking ask them to pop their hood and show you what's up under there. A lot of the advice that I give has to do with getting an item that's going to help you with whatever task you got going on. Amazon Box Warriors, here, buy this. You need some shit that's going to help you with hunting, here, buy this. You want something super aesthetically pleasing so you look like an EDC god? That is not where I can help you. So therefore, if you are a EDC lord, duke, or freaking god, don't pocket check me. You will be disappointed. You will try to judge me, and then I'm going to have to pimp slap you in your face. All right, Anthony says, I saw your video a while ago and really thought about how I put together an urban fight kit, but living in Canada, we are not allowed to possess body armor. Can you recommend a way to improvise some kind of plate that would be a viable option for replacement for the plate in your bag? Move to Russia or America. Those are the closest countries, right? Move. I don't know. So you're talking about my urban fighting bag where I talk about evade, fight, and recover. That is a straight up sappy plate type of armor plating. I don't know if maybe you can get away with the more fungible body armor that you can get at places like premierbodyarmor.com. I don't know if are you allowed no body armor whatsoever, or you're not allowed to wear the hard armor. If you're allowed to wear the more fungible stuff, then you might want to check out Premier Body Armor, because they do make the body armor that is flexible. Now that's only going to be good for stopping something up to like a 45 or 44 Magnum, 38 Special 9mm. You're not going to be stopping a 5.56, 223, 7.62, stuff like that. My kit that I showed you stops 7.62. Apparently you can't do that in Canada. Come on down to America. This is America. I'm giving American advice. Can't tell you what to do in Canada or Australia or Austria or New Zealand or Puerto Rico. Actually, I guess Puerto Rico is a part of America. But you know what I'm saying. Move. All right, next. What would you choose between the Vertex Gambit and the Mystery Ranch District? Well, I've never owned the Mystery Ranch District. It looks freaking nice. All right, just kind of going to look this up real quick. The Mystery Ranch District 24, I'm assuming, stands for 24 liters, and I know that the Vertex Gambit is about a 25 liter. So if we're just gonna go straight off of aesthetics, I think that the Gambit looks better. Just in my opinion, just like straight up aesthetics, the Gambit looks better. The Gambit has more of a muted logo, which is I'm more of a fan of. I don't need you to necessarily slap your logo on my bag like it's a freaking JanSport or Nike. I'm not a walking advertisement. The District 24 does look more gray man. If you're going for more gray man, more JanSport-esque, I mean, you're probably going to want to go with the District 24. Yeah, I mean, it's $169. The Vertex Gambit is like $264. So you're saving $100. You can probably find the 2.0 version of the Gambit for like maybe $199 or even cheaper than that. But just kind of looking over the features, I personally, if cost is an issue for you, then go for the Mystery Ranch. Gray Man is a freaking thing that you're thinking about. Go for the Mystery Ranch. But let's just keep it real. You're not going to be very Gray Man. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb because you're going to be the only weirdo with a fully looking loaded backpack in an urban civil unrest environment. Really think about how many people are walking around with seemingly full backpacks, even if they're Jan Sports. You're going to be that guy. Don't be that guy. Matter of fact, you should just go pick up a bag from Walmart. That's your best bet. X, can you do a video in your thoughts on EDC gear from Smith & Wesson? Says the Monkey King Martial Arts Tee. Well, the Monkey King Martial Arts Tee sounds like you can beat me up. So my initial answer was going to be no, I won't. But I guess I will a little bit so you don't come find me and throat chop me in the neck. Can you throat chop in the neck? You know what I'm saying. Smith & Wesson makes all sorts of EDC knives. That's what I'm most familiar with. And then I'm used to their boomsticks. Any other accessories that they make, I'm not familiar with, so I can only give you my opinion about those two. First, we'll talk about the knives. Smith & Wesson makes the most popular and the most sold knife on Amazon ever. They sell tons of these things. And people go on Amazon, they search for pocket knife. The Smith & Wesson pops up. They throw it in the cart. They have it. Some people wear it on their body. Some people keep it in their kitchen drawer. It's an Amazon box warrior. Not very slicey. It's a combo edge. It's not the best, but it sells like hotcakes. So they do not care. I own that knife. I grabbed it to see why is it so insanely popular. If it was really that bad, I guarantee it would not continue to sell. By bad for EDC, we say bad as in aesthetically it's trash. The mechanism for it to open is completely laughable. Combo edges usually are not preferred, and it doesn't look that great. But for the everyday person, yeah, they like the Smith & Wesson pocket knife. When it comes to the boomsticks, I am a big fan. One of my favorite CCWs is the Saturday Night Special, the hammerless variant, the 38 Special by Smith & Wesson. I think it's called the Airweight or Airlight, whatever the hell it's called. I like it a lot. No safety, no hammer. You can be nervous and most likely hit center mass on an attacker. Also like the Bodyguard series. I specifically own both the 380 and the 9mm, although the 380 does have really tough trigger pull. So if I had to choose between those three, I would go with the Saturday Night Special, only because you can be nervous, don't have to worry about a safety or a hammer getting caught on your belt or on your pants or something like that. EDC is new, keeping up with the Joneses. Am I gonna get laughed at by my friends? Really? Yes. You're gonna get laughed at by your friends, dog. Because they're gonna say, why are you wasting your time commenting on YouTube videos? You need to go get a freaking job. Really? Should you care about that? No, not really. Well, maybe they shouldn't care about that unless you're a psychologist and I don't know it. Some people care about that. They care about what their friends think. If your friends are a core group of macho, machismo, women or men, and they carry a bunch of knives, and that's who you decide to run with, eventually you're gonna feel a little bit out of place if you're that guy that doesn't have any of that stuff on you. It's similar to a bunch of freaking bunnies that run around with one another, and maybe they're always dolled up, caked up with their faces. They're always in maxi dresses or they're always in bikinis, and you're just that kind of fugly friend over in the corner. Eventually it's gonna take notice and you're gonna worry about what your friends think. So you either change your core group of folks and don't hang out with EDC folks, or you go hang out with the fuglies in the corner. Everyone has their own lane as far as what they can afford and what they put their knives through. Good way to make people think that they're not good enough. Half these people don't even use the stuff for what it's for. It's more of a fashion statement, some weird shit. I think that your entire comment was pretty judgy. Like you're trying to say that you shouldn't worry about what your friends think. I mean, not using a knife for its intended purposes is pretty freaking judgy on your part. What if it is for you as an aesthetic monster? Then it's for the intended purposes. Everyone doesn't have to use everything for its intended purposes. That would be pretty chaotic if everyone was always doing that. If it brings you joy, if you want it, scoop the shit up. Who cares? All right, last one. Would you ever consider doing a review of a Bugout roll. It's a heavy duty organizer created by a Canadian prepper who is also a YouTuber on here. I'd love to see you review it and build out a kit around it because it's considering reworking your Bugout bag for a new system utilizing this thing inside a waterproof Faraday bag for mission darkness. So I like the Canadian prepper. He's a pretty cool guy. I do think he's a little pants on fire-ish in some of his content, a little clickbaity on some of his thumbnails and titles, but at the end of the day, that dude is prepared. I'm pretty sure if I went to wherever the heck he has his stores and his freaking items and things that he's ready to go, it would be completely laughable compared to mine. Mine would be something that's going to get you through 3 to 30 days. His is going to get you probably 30 years of comfort in the back of his Tundra. Would I consider doing a review of his roll? Send it to me, Canadian prepper, because I'm not going to buy the shit. Send it to me. You send me that. VanQuest, you send me something. 511 Vertex, you all send me something. Rhino Ready, you know, just everyone send me some stuff, and then I'll just do one big old review. But of the Canadian prepper's roll, is his roll more heavy duty than a roll I can go pick up from a big box store? Do I need to do a survival review roll on his? I feel like he did a lot of his own type of review. But you know, I did just do a review on that bum bag that Taylor Martin collabed for, so maybe I will pick it up. But if it's more than 20 bucks, then I'm gonna really have to think about it. Gonna have to think about it quite a bit. I have helped you all out tons today. You should thank me with a super thanks, or by using my affiliate links in the description. This doesn't happen often. You should feel glad that you made it to the end. If you made it to the end of this, type Battalion in the comments and I will heart your message. And for all of you that have more questions, just keep commenting. We'll do this again. Okay, I need to go finish this.